All right, so in the last video, we went through placing an image. And that's as simple as Command D, grabbing an image, oops, going into our folder, grabbing an image, and it loads on the cursor. Again, we can click it, and it will go whatever size, or we can click and drag, and it will make a box that, you notice how it's keeping it proportional, right? Nope, I'm not holding on shift or anything. I'm just kind of.
That's what would happen if they had shift. Huh?
Yes, it's as if you were resizing something in Photoshop or Illustrator, you're holding down shift. Now, say you need it to fill this space, right? So this tool here, the rectangle frame or ellipse frame or polygon frame, it has an X. X is where the image goes. Once you draw that, Command D to import. Let's get one, okay. Now, when it brings it in, it doesn't fit perfectly. Click on this content donut is what I call it. They call it the content grabber. I call it the content donut. I always have. Yes. Grab it and you will see that this image extends way past the frame. So this orange line here is where the actual image starts and ends. And you can see I can move it around to get his little ham hocks in there. Okay? Or I have fitting options. And the fitting options are up here. The first is fill frame proportionally. That keeps the proportion of the image. In this case, there's a bit of a white border on it. So let me see if I can get one without a white border. There we go. So if I click fill frame proportionally, it will. It is not distorting the image. We can, however, grab that content donut and change that around. If we want to move the frame around, we grab the blue box. That moves the frame. The content donut moves the content. Now, let's go back to that. We can also fit content proportionally, which is great, but I need to fill that space, right? This is for a magazine. I need to fill that space. So it filled it proportionally to that space. We also have the option of, mouse over that, fit content to frame. Not these next two are not great because they do not constrain proportion. Oh, I'm sorry, well, fit frame to content is pretty good. And then you have center content. So if we back it up a little bit, we could also center content. Right. So typically I use number 1 and number 2 right here. And that's usually the one because you don't want the image, especially if it's recognizable, to be kind of squished or weird like that. So the other way, let's make an ellipse. Got an X, Command D to place. We're going to bring in this one, and it places it right in there. Again, we can grab the content donut, drag it around. We can add, by selecting the graphic frame, we can add a stroke to it. Now you see right now the columns, right, and the bleed. If you want to see how the document will look with the preview, hit W. And that's how it will look without all of your lines. Okay? If you have this selected and you want to replace it, it will replace it. Select it and change it around. Oh yeah, you can do anything you want to the image. You have to make sure you have the image selected, and then you can go in and you can transform. And because this one, yeah, I flipped it. Now it's way over here because I don't understand how to transform images. So we have to go get it. It transformed right out of the, so it's over there. We just have to go get it. Yeah, it's feeling, let's see if we can flip horizontal. Bring it back over. Okay? So sometimes your graphic, you have to grab the content donut to place it in the graphic. Now, one more thing. Say you're like, you know what? I want whatever I draw to to fit, whatever image I want to fit in this path. Cool, I grab the pen tool. It's not like you guys don't know the pen tool at this point. Select it, place, grab your wiener. You guys know what I meant. It is not your first day, but look how beautiful that is. Now, he's in here somewhere, but this is also a stinky dinosaur. In the next video, we will review how to add text, how to wrap text around graphics, but this is a good start to get you and your wiener dog into InDesign.